in about, what, 17 minutes now. Four astronauts. Three of them are actually American. One is from Japan, JAXA, the Japanese Space Agency. They're about to launch to the International Space Station.
On my first spacewalk on that flight,
SpaceX Crew 1 mission, Crew Dragon, on board the Falcon 9. This is the Crew Dragon right here. This is their engine compartment. This is their solar panels. That black section that was on the left, that's their solar panels, so they get power while they're in space. It's going to be, once they launch, we'll get about a good, exciting few minutes of them going to space, and then they coast like all night. It'll be tomorrow when they actually dock with the International Space Station. So as you're watching this, this is Sunday night. They're launching Monday. They'll dock with the International Space Station, and once I get all of that footage, you'll be watching this me talking right now. Yeah. But let me catch you up on what happened throughout today as they got ready for this flight. I'll just show you the highlights.
You're looking live at the Crew Dragon spacecraft and Falcon 9 rocket set to carry 3 American astronauts and 1 Japanese astronaut to the International Space Station in just a few hours. Today begins the first full-duration science mission of NASA's Commercial Crew program. Good afternoon and welcome to Kennedy Space Center in Florida.
F9 is not tracking any issues at this time. Upper level, ground level, and pad escape winds remain go at this time. Launch weather will be a watch item this evening with cumulus clouds, flight through precip, and surface electric field rules as the primary concern.
Falcon 9 is healthy and good to go.
Copy C, MD, any comments?
Dragon's looking good today. We had a successful vehicle integrity test overnight. Dragon prop press just a bit earlier, as you mentioned, and we're not tracking any issues. We're ready for crew ingress.
Here's our first live look inside the suit-up room.
This is Core on countdown 1 for timeline. The crew is departing for the pad on schedule.
And as we're watching the crew, this is from we're calling it our chase car. And now with the eyes of so many around the world watching, the crew is nearing their next milestone. At this point, the convoy is approaching pad 39A and entering what is known as the BDA, or blast danger area.
This view that we have now, I just love it. This is the pad where humans went to the moon. This is pad 39A, and originally built in the 1960s to support the Saturn V for the Apollo program. It was then upgraded to support the shuttle program. SpaceX signed the lease for it in 2014, made some upgrades ourselves, so it's really neat to see them. They're approaching now, driving up onto the pad, and I just love thinking about everything that has happened here and appreciate that we have the opportunity to continue human spaceflight from such a historic location.
But here they are. The astronauts have begun to emerge from their bio break. They must have so much adrenaline pumping through them, because when you are getting on top of a rocket, your life is at stake. Okay, and here's our first look at that level where they come out of the elevator. Now they're going to make their way around because they have a handful of stairs to climb to get up to the level where the crew access arm is. That's that long suspended walkway. So here they go up the steps.
Got to work for it.
Yeah, right. Well, they've made it this far. What's a couple more steps?
Oh, look how beautiful.
Here's a look inside the crew access arm from the inside.
I love this shot.
Yeah.
You know, when this was being designed, it was definitely a forward-thinking design that we went with. We really wanted it to encapsulate the experience of the next era of spaceflight, really wanting to make it look futuristic.
But the arrows, I know you can't see them on the screen right now, but we've mentioned them a couple times. Those are for emergency egress. If for any reason the crew had to get out of the capsule, get out of the white room, and get away from the pad in a hurry, that is the arrows that show them go this way, essentially.
And ingress is how we refer to boarding on top of Crew Dragon.
Now, inside the white room where we're looking, there is a movable platform that gets extended out to the capsule, and that helps bridge the gap between the crew access arm and the Dragon's side hatch. And this allows for easy entry into the spacecraft. As you might expect, it's environmentally controlled so that the Dragon side hatch can be opened, while at the same time keeping dust, dirt, that nasty Florida humidity out of the capsule to make sure it is just in pristine condition for the crew.
I love this view inside Crew Dragon, and as you saw, there are 4 seats configured right now, and they're numbered 1 to 4 from right to left when you're looking at the seats.
Once they're all finished getting buckled in, those seats will also rotate into launch position. Right now, it does look like they're a little further away from those display panels, but once they rotate backwards, those display panels will be right in front of them and easy to access.
And SpaceX, this is Dragon. We are ready for comm checks, 1.3 of 4.100.
Copy. Stand by for umbilical comm check.
I mean, it's getting real. These seats are articulating up. You can see it moving right now, Bob, as they get into position there. Yep. This must be a moment where it kind of gets real.
Oh, yeah, once you're strapped in, and wait till they close the hatch, then it's really real.
Is that the moment it clicks?
Yeah, then it's like, okay, we're inside this thing, we're going.
Cabin environment, and we're getting ready to close the hatch again.
Okay, Dragon copies, and we see pad hatch closed, prep.
Copy. Dragon SpaceX, hatch is closed.
Dragon copies, do the same.
Dragon SpaceX for arm timeline.
And go ahead for the arm timeline.
We're going to begin retracting the arm, and we'd like to be ready to arm the launch escape system immediately, as soon as that's complete.
And Dragon copies. We will go ahead and take care of that now.
Copy all. Thank you.
And we heard confirmation that crew arm movement
Dragon
is complete.
SpaceX, with that call, you are go for Section 7, close visors and arm launch escape system.
Okay, Dragon copies, moving to Section 7.
The crew inside.
Dragon, visors are closed. We are arming the launch escape system.
Copy.
And there you can see the strongback is beginning to move away from the vehicle.
And as you can hear those sounds, like Soichi Noguchi said, the vehicle is alive.
Dragon seat countdown. FTS is armed. Falcon 9 is a startup and is now controlling.
That FTS you heard is flight termination.
Dragon, SpaceX, go for launch.
SpaceX, this is Resilient. Roger, go.
Go for launch, and at 37 seconds, the International Space Station flying over Kennedy Space Center.
All for one, crew one for all.
Crew Dragon poised to go catch it. 20 seconds till liftoff.
T-minus 15 seconds. Falcon 9 is configured for flight. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition.
And resilience rises. Not even gravity contains humanity when we explore as one for all.
M1E propulsion is nominal.
That's the word we want to hear. Stage 1 propulsion is nominal.
As 30 seconds into this historic mission, flying crew on board Dragon and Falcon 9. Stage 1 is preparing to throttle down. This is in preparation for max Q, which is maximum aerodynamic pressure.
Stage 1, throttle down.
There's that call out for throttle down.
Power and telemetry continue to be nominal for the vehicle, now traveling at 262 meters per second.
is supersonic.
There's that call out. The Falcon 9 is supersonic, and we will be passing through Max Q here shortly, the largest structural load during ascent.
Max Q.
There's that call out. That Falcon has passed through Max Q.
1 Bravo.
We're going to get main engine cut off. The 9 Merlin engines will throttle down and then shut down. We're going to get stage separation.
Stage 1 throttle down.
And then ignition of the second stage engine. We've begun the throttle down in preparation for stage separation.
And we have
2 Alpha.
Stage separation confirmed. That's with the position of signal.
And you see that stage separation has confirmed. There goes that MVAC engine. Stage 2. Crew 1 is now on their way to the International Space Station. Over on the left-hand side is Stage 1 preparing for its return to Earth.
Currently on the left side, you can't make out much. It's a couple hours after sunset in Florida. Now as we watch, maybe we'll see the lights of Florida or the eastern seaboard in the background, but otherwise there's not going to be much to see. First stage preparing to ignite for the entry burn.
Stage 2 FTS has saved.
And we've got ignition of the entry burn, center engine, followed by the other 2 restart engines. First stage now getting ready to re-enter the Earth's atmosphere. This is about a 29-second burn, and it's designed to slow the vehicle way down. We're going to shed about 70% of the velocity of that dropping first stage by the time this landing burn completes. First stage on target for the drone ship in the Atlantic Ocean.
MVAC shutdown.
And we've got shutdown of the second stage engine on time.
Dragon SpaceX, nominal orbit insertion.
Launch escape system is disarmed.
And SpaceX copies.
And Leah, the words we like to hear, a nominal orbit insertion.
Oh, looks like some action on Stage 1. And I believe we've had a touchdown on the drone ship.
We've got Stage 1 has touched down on the drone ship in the Atlantic Ocean.
Take a look. That's inside Crew Dragon right now. Our Crew 1 crew now coasting in low Earth orbit, still attached to that second stage. In just a couple of minutes, we should see that second stage separate and Crew Dragon will be flying free.
Dragon separation confirmed.
And separation confirmed. You can see that second stage departing. Crew Dragon leaving it behind.
Separation confirmed.
Oh man. Well, last night we watched as the 4 astronauts launched up into space. This was a 27-hour flight, so they're still up on that spacecraft in orbit. This is Monday morning. Today they have a few activities going on early today. I think they were going to give like a tour inside of the spacecraft while they're up in space. And then later tonight is docking, hatch opening, and they'll have like some, you know, they'll all get in front of the camera and say, you know, thank you all for the...
And Dragon SpaceX, we're getting a beautiful view on the webcast as well.
This is just on the SpaceX team. Yeah, okay, we copy all. I tell you, I wish you guys could all be up here with us, but rest assured you're up here with us in spirit.
Copy. Dragon SpaceX, we see good video. Are you ready for the event?
Resilience is ready for the event.
Copy, we're go.
Okay, everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome on board Crew Dragon Resilience. Victor, Shannon, Soichi, and I are very pleased to welcome you on board as we journey to the International Space Station. Currently, we're going to give you just a little bit of a tour of our home, for the next few hours as well. And so I'm sitting here in the cockpit, or the bridge, if you will. So this is where we are for launch and for landing, as well as when we get ready for docking. If you take a quick look here, you can see we've got 3 primary displays, touchscreen displays that we use to control resilience, and it's actually quite nice, the touch screens that we have here for controlling resilience.
Hello everyone, Victor here. Baby Yoda and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the hatches. Just about 24 hours ago, we entered resilience through this side hatch, and to open that hatch again until we are safely splashed down in the ocean and the recovery forces are bringing us aboard the ship and taking us out of the capsule. So when we dock to station, we will actually leave and go into ISS through the forward hatch, which is up here, and it's based on the body axis of the spacecraft, so the nose cone opens forward and you can go into station in that direction.
I'm sorry. Hey, good evening and konbanwa. This is Soichi Noguchi. I'm now talking through the lower tier of the capsule. Many people see the seat, but Dragon capsule has amazingly vast area of storage. And I'm now sitting over the mid-deck lockers, and this is quite a roomy area. There might be some other creatures kind of slowly coming through you. And this is also a very important stuff. This is the storage area for the EVA equipment for us when we go up. And this is actually powered payload, and it is now powered, and it's like a refrigerator which holds ice cream. Science material. Science material for the ISS.
All right. Thank you, Soichi. So, in order to drink water on the Dragon, you have to open it up, and then you have to gently rotate to get the water up near the top, and then you can take a drink. And the rest of the time you can just play with your air bubbles.
We're about 21 hours into a 6-month mission, and so we are very excited for us, and I think I'm just going to close it with all for one, crew one for all.
Dragon SpaceX on the big loop, approach 1 and soft capture ring extension will begin shortly. Dragon will continue approach to waypoint 2.
Okay, Dragon copies. Soft capture ring will start here in approach 1.
They'll conduct their final checks, prepare for arrival at the International Space Station. A very clear view from Crew Dragon.
That looks incredible.
The final approach has begun. Crew Dragon moving in toward the International Docking Adapter on Node 2. Kate Rubin standing by on the International Space Station, monitoring their approach. Even though it looks very slow right now, both Dragon and the International Space Station are traveling about 17,500 miles an hour over Earth right now, both about 262 statute miles over the planet.
Dragon SpaceX, soft capture confirmed.
Dragon copies, and we see the same.
In the meantime,
Dragon SpaceX, hard capture complete.
Dragon copies.
Rubin's confirming the APAS hatch is open, and now we can see it for ourselves.
and a really cool shot from Dragon seeing Kate inside of that vestibule. Kate saying hi to the world.
Just getting in there, getting a good look at the hatch seals.
And there they are, first across the hatch, Mike Hopkins. And here's Victor Glover. You heard the crew here, the team here in Mission Control cheering to see them come across the hatch. There's Shannon Walker. And finally, Soichi Noguchi bringing up the rear. 4 new members, bringing the total Expedition 64 crew to a total of 7. Ready to increase the space station science and get to work.
You know, we just want to say thank you to everybody, SpaceX, NASA, the DoD, just all across the nation. It's been an incredible journey, and it's really amazing that this is marking the start of operational crew rotation missions to the International Space Station from the Florida coast, and so it was an amazing ride. I can't tell you how excited we were when that rocket lifted off the pad, and then the last 27 hours has gone really smooth, actually. And so we are so excited to be here. We are humbled, and we are excited to be a part of this great expedition. And so we are looking forward to the next 6 months and can't wait to get started.
That pretty much is the end of this mission. Those 4 astronauts will be up there for 6 months before they return in that same exact Dragon capsule. And we'll be watching when they do come back. Thank you all for watching. I'm Bama Mike, and you learn something new every day. Have a great day, everyone. Go NASA, go SpaceX, go spaceflight.